Hello? So, I stopped stream and that sound is gone. That's something, right? But I don't hear my game now. What the hell? Hmm. Game sound. Hey, Penny Pan. Hello. Hold on. Hello. My audio is all kinds of messed up right now. Oh, I mean, you can hear me, but I can't see my game. I can't hear my I can't hear my game at all. I'm trying to figure it out now. Something is not working. Don't know what the problem is. Strange because everything was working a few seconds ago. But when I started stream, everything just started dying. Just give me 2 minutes. Everything should be back. I'm restarting a lot of programs right now. Not sure what happened. Oh yeah, welcome. Hello. How did you find me? Or are you someone that we already know but you changed your name? No, I devolved into a single cell organism. That's what happened. From all the talk I've been doing, from all the groups I've joined. No, Penny. What I suspect happened was I ran out of RAM because of my VTuber program, and that just made the audio messed up. So now I just have to restart everything, and I think it should be fine soon. TM. Hello, Elwinder. Oh my god. I have 32 gigs of RAM. It's definitely like I don't know. Maybe because I don't turn off my computer for like 8 days now. So I think that's what happened. They don't have problems, right? That's crazy. I almost fixed the issue though. Can you give me a little bit more? There we go. Oh my god. Oh, we're back. Yeah, it's not only that. There's a stupid Windows update that's saying that hey, you got to restart your PC. We are back. We are back. Finally, we get to play this game and stuff. Ish. Have you played this game? Do you play this game? Ya betul, saya orang Malaysia. Apa khabar? Selamat pagi, selamat petang dan selamat sejahtera saya ucapkan kepada semua para um how do you say viewers in Malay? I don't even know. That's some form of Malay. That's the only Malay I know. Yeah, my Malay kinda sucks, to be honest. Um, God damn it. This is so annoying. Why is it asking me to, like, hey, check your phone to log into Twitch. What's going on? You don't like me. Why can't I just log into Twitch? Huh? Grrr. This is annoying me. Then finally, yes. How did you know? Do you play Final Fantasy 14? You may have procrastinated all day. Good. Did you not study? Good. Did you at least what you call it? You at least do some PAS? Because that's the most important part. No, see, that's a problem. What VTuber track software I'm using? I'm using Unreal Engine. But trust me, the tracking has an issue. I'm actually returning this tracking because it's giving me problems. So I'm returning it so that they could replace it for me. Like, to right hand, I'm not wearing the glove though. I could if I wore the glove. It is hand tracking, but I'm not wearing gloves on this hand, so. But yeah. Peace. 3, 4, 5. Her right hand is fake. Look. I have that. I have hair physics kind of. If I can reach myself, see. Do some. Well, if I try to break this, I'll just break everything, including my body. But I will not break that. Can I rip my hair out? No. No. If that ability was there, I would remove it. When it comes to facial tracking, though, it's just iPhone, typical iPhone stuff. Waggle, 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 waggle. Wink, well. Oh, ah. Exactly. Break everything around me, including my neck and body. Alright. Let's go with Detective and Julio sorting things out. Hajime Yoshimi's death, Nejima's threat of mass murder, the problems just keep piling up, putting the detective's goals and of collecting all the cursed stones in jeopardy. Tsutsumi leaves Ario to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. What? 9 a.m. already? I feel like there's more to the story than this. What's going on? Oh my god, everything is like. Why is everything full screen? Oh, this is annoying. What? Oh my god, what is going on? Why is my video setting like this? Okay. What? Now it's okay again. Hello? Okay. What the hell? I didn't even do anything. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. Oh yeah, Penny, how did you find me, by the way? So I'm curious now. Took you long enough. Forensics has finished the investigation and the body's been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. Oh, I can't turn around. Oh, in before that, this guy was the murderer all along. Dun 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 dun. Oh, another birdie. He's been up all night gathering information. Must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy. But I'm glad to have him on my side. It gave me a chance to rest up. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks, the floor's yours. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this part. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here. He's been identified as Shogo Okie, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned. He drowned in the middle of the park? That's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss, isn't this park associated to one of the 7 mysteries too? Yeah, the Whispering Canal. That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think? Stop thinking, Ariel. You're starting to get the hang of this. So, let's assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamizawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own around the area. Wait, who is this? Equasical. Wait, who in the world is... Huh? Is that a new name? Tawako Hayashi? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, that's a new name. Oh my god. More people. As for the curse of her, as the cause of death, well, yes, the entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. What? No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? I thought we have the foot washing mansion. Exactly, crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the Seven Mysteries. Then is this Napigaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd use it. Judging by the amount of soul dragged, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Oh, that's the 1%. Guess we should report this to the Paranormal Affairs. Got it, and as for the third victim, he was identified as Kohei Jonouchi, 32, a teacher of Komaragata High. He was found in the school courtyard. Oh! The janitor! Cause of death appears to be an external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and leg. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. A teacher dying at school? And not just any school. Kamagata houses one of the seven mysteries. The one-sided reed? I believe it's the... Oh, shit. I believe it houses the Fool's Procession. That's right, I was gonna say that one, I swear. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. Hey, Captain. I see. Either way, it seems that all three victims can be tied to the seven mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. Oh wow, that's a one single person? But you got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right, and Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the seven mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Could he have hit? Could he have been hit by a different curse, one that didn't have anything to do with the seven mysteries? That's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'll be more surprised if you did. Oh, we got ourselves in quite a mess. Strange deaths popping out all over the place. That may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Nejima. For now, we better start following up on a few leads we got. I guess we better see what areas I found. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. That's right, Captain, you did. But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies... But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Yikes, I haven't thought of that. But there's at least one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during daytime? Exactly. It's also likely why Nejima gave us till dusk. He must have known that the cursed stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flush out the other curse bearers. Aye aye, boys. Boss, let's do this. Okay? At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Paranormasight had the food washing mansion, and Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We've got both of their curse stones. And then there's Nejima, who claims that he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that's about sums it up. Oh! So the Whispering Canal should be Yoko? Wait, how do they know that Yako has it? Ain't never done. Long time no see. Where were you when I was dying of COVID, huh? Also, hold on. Yes. No, they haven't come into contact with Yako at all. Working? Not even legal? We better figure out who the remaining five are quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nejima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I've got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Wow, are they not going to sleep at all? You're replaying all the Atelier games? Those games are long to begin with, and now you're gonna replay them? That's crazy. Why? I was around Sumida's community safety bureau where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michiyo Shiraishi. Oh yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it was really a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. Huh. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of the building, a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide. But, but he thought there was more to it? Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. Damn, never done. You're crazy. Why not play your favorite game, Monster Hunter Rise? In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. There is a chance that it wasn't a suicide. What a terrible way to go. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it could have been a hit and run. A vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. It's turning into quite a grisly case. But a vehicle couldn't have come out of a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. So we've got no proof. Yo, they killed Wednesday Penny. I was actually asking earlier, how do you find my stream? Out of curiosity. You're still waiting for the final patch? You gotta wait for like 3 months. Never done. Also, don't forget Monster Hunter Go is around the corner. If that's your thing. Oh, you just returned from getting food at 7 a.m.? And I'm hungry. Aw, thanks for dropping by. Means a lot to me. The hell with mobile? You cook pancake and beans? Apa ini orang barat? Is it barat? No, orang timur. I forgot. Never mind. Pancakes and beans. So Western. What happened to nasi lemak? What happened to roti canai? Hello? The the the, the pancakes of Malaysia is roti canai. The beans of Malaysia is literally the sambal. Oh, mee goreng them. Don't have things for roti canai? You just need those frozen ones and you just warm it up. Every time speed. Thinking of eating Maggie? Nah, Maggie is not good for you. It's tasty, but it's not good for you. Oh, like Indomie with a fried egg. Oh, that's like a $3 unhealthy meal. Just straight from the bottom? Me goreng? That's it. If it was a accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Huh. Oh, that's right, unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michiyo Shirashi's address. Oh? Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully they'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Nasi lemak is so good. Like, I'm not even kidding, Panny Pan. If you haven't had nasi lemak from McDonald's, you should try it. It's so good. Julia, because you need to watch this movie. Going to be on Discord later. I'll probably be on Discord later. What movie are you watching? You haven't tried that? Yeah, a lot of people I noticed haven't tried the nasi lemak from McDonald's, but it's actually really good. I was surprised. Remember the girl Yoshimi met on with the day he died? When he told me Okuda? Who the heck is... Ah, okay. From McDonald's? No, our McDonald's is actually pretty good. Batman the Doom that came to Gotham. Never heard of that movie. Is it a cartoon movie or is that a movie? Community Safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information. Oh, Angry Nerd, thank you for the last of your bits. Thank you for the 45 bits. Thank you, Never Done, for the lurk. DC animated? Oh, animated. If it's animated, I might be interested to watch, but I'm also curious what it is about because I'm not so into the whole Batman stuff, so I don't know a lot of the characters. Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said that they hadn't heard from her in a month. Alright, Angry Nerd, have fun with Zelda. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Oof. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. And we have community safety track her down for us? We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today. Ah, because of that teacher that died? That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance from Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But Angry Nerd, so this game is a visual novel and it's also a like a paranormal game. Like it's about paranormal activities, it's about curses, about ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. And the cool thing about this game is that there is a multiple. You play as multiple characters, and you're trying to figure out the whole picture, the whole story. So So what you do can affect the outcome of the story. So it's like you have branching timelines, and you can figure out like what happened. Oh boy, here he comes. But what? Community safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Whoa, look at that hairstyle. Mayu Chozawa, female beautician. Mayu is a beautician and the fiance of Hajime Yoshimi, a police officer with the Sumida Police Department. Mayu's current whereabouts remains unknown. Visual novel like Danganronpa? I think so, but I think it's more like what was the game again? Taka AI files? AI something files? It's it's not a linear game. AI the Somnium files, yes. Apparently it's something like that one. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps. Huh? It is fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse, but Yoshimi was well liked and they've been together for over 10 years. Never know, things could be different behind closed doors. Guess so. But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiance as well. She could be in danger. You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ's already has people looking for her. We'll know we'll know as soon as she's found. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Nejima, but so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. He's serious? We have no idea where he lives? It gets worse. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Wait, what? So it's not the janitor? Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he's been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place. That's just sloppy. I've heard that they've given parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. He's probably overworked. So Najima got the F out, F about unsupervised? God damn it. That asshole is annoyingly good at faking remorse, or insanity, whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That'll explain why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. That's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. These Seems it would be too obvious? What do you mean too obvious? Speaking of Nejima, yeah? Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her under protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she wasn't picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I don't have her contact info, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we sent an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Najima do it? Former, huh? That got steep. Yikes, sorry, that kinda just slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his cursed echo. Back on the topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. He may even allow him to act from a distance. I see. The one-sided read. What was the story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Ah, right, one of the more gruesome of the seven mysteries. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw some more people at it till we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if we got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? We could go to Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Hakuda, or to Michiyo Shirayashi's house to find more about her. Damn, this song though, I love this song. There's a lot we need to do, but not a lot we can do. This ain't looking good. We're gonna run out of time if we don't do something. Gotta keep moving. This sounds so much like Lupin. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Itoh needs help. Yaku Sakazaki. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yaku makes it home safely, but still isn't sure about how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Still haven't watched Lupin? Damn, you're missing out. Really good anime. Or animation, I would say. Yaku Sakazaki, 8 a.m. Oh, Mio's alive! Oh, good morning, Yaku. Huh? Yaku, rise and shine. Huh? You're up. Huh? It's morning? Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh. I'm Yaku Sakazashi. I'm the specter of the spirit boy. Alright, let's go with this. I'm the specter of the spirit boy. No, no, don't fall back asleep. You must still be dreaming. Wake up. Yes, I'm Yaku Sakazaki. Good. Oh, Mio. Thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation is the best you can hope for. I'm sorry, I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. Wow, my sleep is more important than your life. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay, it's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Yeah, you see, when we told the janitor that the teacher was in school, the teacher ended up dead. So the teacher is now dead, but she's alive. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh, you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh, that sounds like it must have been tough. Red Jacks, hello! How many people we got to kill so far? Three. Three people. We got a teacher killed. We got a, so let's see here. We got a random person killed, but we don't know who they are. We got this guy killed, Shogo Okie. He's killed. And we got this guy killed. If you count the character that I played before, if you count the character, if you count this person when we played before, then we got Yoko killed. We got Haruwe killed. We got Yako killed. We got this person is killed, but not by us. But okay, she's dead. We got Hideki killed, and we got Yutaro killed. Shohei? You mean Kohei? Who's Shohei? How did Yutaro die? Wait, who's Yutaro again? This guy? In this guy's playthrough, we killed him. In Shogo's playthrough, we killed him. But in this playthrough, he's still alive. How are you, Rejax? Hope you've been doing well. Also, everyone here, happy Mother's Day. Yes, it will take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbance because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Oh, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you got it rough then. But still, that's pretty amazing. How was my Mother's Day? It was alright. It was okay. Sleepy, but otherwise okay. You get to enjoy your weekends. The weekend is ending though. It was so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh wait, then do they not know school is closed? They don't know that school is closed. Oh no. Yours is Monday and Tuesday? Well, rejects. I'm sorry I don't stream tomorrow. But as always, Tuesday. They don't know that someone died, no. Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako, is it really so wrong, trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The ride may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Good night, Bisandro. Thank you for the Christmas hat. But yeah, good night, Bisandro. I may or may not have a new merchandise coming soon, Bisandro, so I'll let you know. But good night. And thank you again for all the gift subs and stuff. Yeah, but you have an early shift Wednesday, so I have to go to bed early that night. Oh no, rejects. Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I'll believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but it's okay if I hold on to it? Uh-oh. Yako, I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That's it, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right. Thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go. Yeah, Yapo is so suspicious right now. Candy shops in Noya, an old-fashioned candy shop located on the street corner of Honjo. It has been Yako Sakazaki's family for 3 generations. On the weekends, you can spot Yako washing over the store, cooking monjayaki and playing traditional tops and card games with the local children. Though traditional candy shops are known for selling cheap treats to kids, it is not uncommon to see these largely privately owned businesses becoming something more like general stores, selling food, drinks, utensils, and other daily necessities. Many family operate candy shops dirt ground on the dirt ground floor of their home, known as a doma, with a space in the back where customers can eat monjayaki, as well as arcade games and capsule toy machine in the front. Such facilities make them attractive places for children to gather and play. However, the harsh reality is that traditional candy shops, which thrived during the period of high economic growth, when many confectionery manufacturers enter the market, are experiencing a steady decline due to the rise of convenience stores and changes in children's interests and tastes. That's exactly the same that's going on in Malaysia, I feel. A lot of traditional shops right now are closing left, right, and center because places like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, like all those stuff just seems to be taking over it. It's so sad. He assumed Cyber's guy was a pervert and tried to kill him. No, we tried with killing him and we tried not killing him, but he still. Imagine being that teacher though. Imagine that teacher, right? Oh, hi Riku. Imagine that teacher. He got attacked by one curse, and he got attacked by another curse that actually died. Like he got attacked by two curse in the span of like 10 minutes, and then he died. He escaped one curse just to be attacked by another. Damn, unfortunate. Yaku Sakazaki, 8 a.m. Omagata High School front gates. Oh, it's police. There we go. Huh? I thought it's unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in the front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Jonouchi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. But what? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonoichi's body was in the middle of the grounds, and his body was covered in bruises like he's fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and timing, it is very likely something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Sheesh, so the curses really do kill people, and someone used it. Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Sorry. Kohei Junouchi, male high school teacher. His deceased body was discovered on the school grounds at dawn. Okay, so that's all they added, right? I wish they highlight what they added into this whole thing so that I don't have to read through it all over again. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Good night, Rejax. I try, Rejax, I try. But sometimes, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, good night, Rejax. Thank you for swinging by as always. Always happy to see you. Always good to know that you're doing well. Happy Mother's Day, Rejax. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Huh? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? Right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night too. Must know some. You must know something about Mr. Jonouchi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mia, wait for me. Okay. Huh. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Wow, does she have red eyes? No, she has brown eyes. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. He owes you? Yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. He gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcism. She's pretty. I'll say that. I like her hair. Huh, so that's what it was. Jonoji's death. Did you hear about Mr. Jonoji? Heard about it? I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it in the middle of the school grounds myself. Oh shit! What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? I really don't know myself. It was pitch black. But I can tell you, it was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out of the school, ran out onto the ground like something was chasing him, then screamed. Someone help me, forgive me, Michio. Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was, but for a second I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. What is going on? Yeah, Michio. You know, the dead girl. Oh? Vic, I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. Arm and legs broke without anything being done to him. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. Probably, Captain, but I don't think it worked like that. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jorouchi and killed him. Hell, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. You tell the story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I am really cursed. Pisses me off. Got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, it was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. That's all I know about the asshole's death. Hey Mio, I've been thinking something. Huh? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonoichi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from somewhere high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? Oh, so it's not killed by her curse, but killed by something else? I don't think so. The curses of the 7 mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust that what the spirit boss said, then Michio's died in an accident. Oh, right. That's all I know about the asshole's death. Neo's exorcism. I need a cough again. Oh man, my throat has been killing me. He told me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated, as they struggle to relate to the people around them. Yep, pretty much, Captain. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent or a child, but you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So so what? So the science, yeah, science, or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. So there are people on TV who are just putting up on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over a person they possess. And even if they could, it'll only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. Huh. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior on your own will or not? Hence why there are lots of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. So the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, he told me. Huh. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Oh, so she saw the spirit of the dead friend. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. That's the same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I know, Alwinder. That's crazy. Revelation, much. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I'll pass. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mia? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was gonna exercise me. I like how she looks so much. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people didn't understand no matter how much I explained. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Huh, I guess that makes sense. The classroom last night. He told me. Last night, before you witnessed Mr. Jonoichi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? Uh-oh. That face. You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Jonoichi? They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Jonoichi called me over here, acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever. I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. Damn. Where's Mr. Great teacher Onizuka? Where is he? You give him that German suplex. That asshole was the one always acting like scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? Where to start? Oh, he wouldn't dare his car though? Damn. Jonoichi misdeeds. What did you mean by Mr. Jonoichi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michiyo Shiriashi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh, Michiyo? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. Damn, so it is that kind of story. Oh, what? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? we know. We know. I'll leave it to your imagination, damn. No details. Nothing that a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. No, wait, that's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I have not known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You know that's acting like you were her friend. Oof. Shonouchi really did a number on both Michiyo's body and soul. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. How terrible. He told me, how could you have known about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. Probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Ichio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. Of course, Jonoichi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, and that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. He told me. If you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point in blaming Hitomi. Ichio, why? I like her hair too, and I like the way she looks. She's really... To me? To me, she's the cutest among the three. But all three of them are pretty though. Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know? There must be a reason. Don't know, got nothing to do with me. So last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. Huh, so there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced me to his fiancée. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act a little shy kid all of a sudden. She told me she was like me when she was my age and that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him in the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Why is she letting people dying all around her? What the heck? Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that part. Then he'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day, he called me over there like usual. But something seems off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me this weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? I mean, I would come on to that conclusion too. Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured that's it. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it now with me. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michiyo Shirashi had that looked like this one. Huh? He knows about the curse? And he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michiyo Shiraishi had that looked like this one. Huh, Michiyo? What does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had some kind of special talisman or something. But apparently Michiyo always avoided the subject. The talisman that Michiyo had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me. That could there have been something that Michiyo couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. But from what I heard, Michiyo was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonoichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when something's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michiyo either. So Michiyo may have been a curse bearer? She may have. But she died before the curse was activated. Michiyo, what is it that had you such a strong... What is it that you... Wait, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michiyo, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talisman? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside, there was just this weird kind of grimy scrape of wood. Scrap of wood. Oh, so you seen inside it. But from the way he was acting, it seems important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that, yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Huh, Nakagoshi? You know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name, I think. But there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, I didn't feel right just ignoring a dead man's last request. He told me, yeah? That talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. The last night you were looking for the talisman Michiyo had? Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michiyo. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me a cryptic response like, I can't talk about it right now. Come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock of the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for secret meetings before. Yuck, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michiyo and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. but were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Jonoichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. Was possessed by Michio? No, I don't think so. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was a sort of a bust. Afterwards, I was wondering what you two were up to. So I hid nearby. And I saw you and old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Wait, who's Ashimiya again? Is that the, Oh, okay, yeah. And then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jonoichi come back outside uninvited. I see. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman. I was dumb to fall for that creep Jonoichi's trap so easy. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Jonoichi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost, like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'll usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Huh. Wonder if that's what happened. Alright then. Then supposing what the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hasn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was that kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but it didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she killed herself. Huh. And that's all I know. Happy? But yeah, Elwinder, I love her eyes. Her eyes are so pretty. So beautiful, her eyes. I'm still gonna look for the talisman. Sure. Thank you, Hitomi. Oh, if you two find out anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at the friend's place. Yeah, look at her. She's so pretty. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kinda scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later, and don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jonoichi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Yes, the curse cycle we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jonoichi seem to be different. Wait. What? Oh, the one that was chasing them was different than the one that killed Jonoichi? Oh. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Jonoichi, Hitomi, and old man Arshimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking you would be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jonoichi is pretty suspicious though. If he was a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, that's why I say there were multiple. Oh right, the person who killed Mr. Jonoichi would have to be the one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya? Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That's it. The mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonouchi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonouchi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Wait, that's weird though, because he saw Yoko's talisman. If he was planning to kill and he saw Yoko's talisman, wouldn't he be, and if he was a curse bearer, wouldn't he kill Yoko? So it's probably not him. I don't even know right now. Of course I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but what was his kill conditions? I have no idea. But even so. Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curse given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. Maybe he's a murder hobo and don't care of resurrecting people, just killing when he feels like it. Yeah, but if you see someone with a curse as well, and you know about the curse, wouldn't you want to kill that person to eliminate a threat? So we'll have to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that that's not all the curse bearers. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but as for what we do now, I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. Huh, that makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk to Mr. Arishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school is closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Huh, where to go then? Not if you don't care about resurrecting people, since revealing you know about them will make you a target. Feigning ignorance will get you overlooked. Oh my god, there's so many places to go. What the? Oh, got a bridge? Wow, Yako is exploring. Also, goddamn webcam is frozen again. And so why are we here at the river? I don't know why we came here. Interesting. Miyo Kazuro Zuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided to the next location and to investigate. Oh, did it matter where I actually picked? Oh no. Life can be tough. Summary of the previous events. Throughout the night, Richard continues to gather information about the cursed stones, while Haruwe lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. I hope so too, Captain. Igima Mansion. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? Haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in the limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. We may be surrounded by curse and death, but it matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again. There must be a sticker somewhere. The town is beginning to wake up once more. The clamor of society can be heard from beyond the garden gates. Like any day, a cloud of pollution drifts from the industrial area. Pollution? What do you mean? You mean the smell of progress. This is the Mallow mansion where I was born and raised. No one's in the mansion at the moment. The door has been locked shut. The housekeeper has already left after cleaning and preparing food. It's the smell of money. What I'm saying. He's looking a bit tired. He must have been working up all night. He must have been up all night investigating. Oh my god, my England. I can't read. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a cursed stone that's already absorbed soul dregs. But I'm wondering if it would suffice now to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purpose. Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it proves much easier than you expect. Compensation? Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigemas, would it? Of course. If any amount would be fine if it get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. About the curse bearers. You have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. You know, Captain, some people are like that though. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in the area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must have been a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we all not after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. Annie, thank you for the follow! Torimakase! This is really a light Yagami situation. It is! The only problem is there are 8 light Yagami. Cautious? Not Mr. Okie? Yeah, Mr. Okie just went on a killing spree. Holy crap, we reached 100% so fast in just one night. And then we offer them a deal. Saya tak payah bercakap atau berbahas dalam bahasa Melayu? Mengapa? You know, speaking much yourself, yeah, for someone who eat pancakes and beans in the morning, you definitely don't speak Malay. Buga was at 1%, while OKS was at 90, right? For the foot guy to reach only 1% with that kind of power, he must have been weak. You don't understand a single word? That's fine. About the curse bearers. None of the curse bearers seems very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonizing voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in the area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. You're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? Got a sharp mind, man. Though it might have been obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the right. This would be very risky since the curse bearer they themselves would become a target. So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers move less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? I mean, their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is this rite of resurrection? Big question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be all for naught. You want to give up, ma'am? Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. Why do I feel like she's gonna use it no matter what? By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. Oh no! Flaring up his ego! I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayami Tono, the girl we talked into. Though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midorichi Park. You even determine her address? You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with Yukio in the curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she has returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the cursed stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Next is a tall man who is dressed in black. I met him near Kinshircho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as the secretary of Hikaku Soaps, chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. That's the first guy we met. The Hihaku Soaps headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. Life insurance guy, yeah, exactly. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restriction against industrial waste, a lot of her factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right, even 10 years ago there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they haven't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Huh, now that's an interesting thought. Oh. Oki died, so he probably got the stone since it was around there? But that's the thing though. Um, when Oki died to him, there was no curse sound. It was just a like an instant, like almost like a backstab. You know what I mean, Taka? Like all the other curse bearers, they seemed like the screen was shaking, like things are going to happen, but nothing happened. You know. Ah. Also, goddamn webcam going on. But the screen was shaking all that stuff for that but it didn't happen this time. 1 second. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Yeah, so that's curious. Well, I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second. Yeah, but then again, no. So there are two timelines here. There's two timelines. One timeline was Yoko was killed and Shogo got the power. Another timeline was Shogo didn't get the power, Yoko didn't die, Shogo made Yoko go back home. Like so right now Yoko is home. Like in this storyline, Yoko is at home. Shogo, on the other hand, is dead from drowning. But Yoko is home because Shogo sent Yoko home. So we don't know what's going on now with Yoko. We don't know if Yoko has the power or not. See, Curse Echo, unknown. We don't know. Also, don't forget. Don't forget. What's her name? Um, what's her name? Haruwe? Remember Haruwe? She has a housekeeper. She has a housekeeper. And don't forget, Yoko is a housekeeper. So Yoko is a housekeeper, and she has a housekeeper. So I don't know if these two are related somehow. I don't know if they know each other without knowing each other. So I'm curious right now. Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the rite of resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved. How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think a possibility, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. I disappeared? Yeah, sorry, I'm back now. The suit is turning on and off. I don't know what's going on. They all seem to be connected somehow, like Haruwe just so happened to be the classmate of the girl who got chopped up. I wouldn't say... Oh, maybe. I have no idea. Of course, I wanted to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. You see over here, it says this. Look, no one's in the mansion at the moment. The door has been locked shut. The housekeeper has already left after cleaning and preparing food. See? Dun dun dun. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warigesui Street. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found in Komaragara High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Jonouchi. Huh. You think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means that two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Huh. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shirashi's residence. It'll be wise to pay a visit. Who's Michio Shirashi again? Shit. Oh, okay. I forgot about the girl. Understood. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shirashi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last two have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true, both occurred a week ago before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mystery curses? Can we really assume they are unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it would be easier if it were connected to the curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. Seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. See, if you were to investigate the matter more, might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. Spooky. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention on today's news. And that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. Where should I go to begin my search? Which places have stood out most to me so far? Oh no! Which place? Does it matter where I pick? Let's go to the school. I wonder if it matters where I go. Omagara High School front gates. Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. The news have attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. Group. seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. He appears, he appears to be wary of those police officers. Maybe the police really do have something against private investigators, just like in those detective novels. What was the camera panning like that? This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a cursed bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a cursed bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around to see what the students have to say. Students are bound to know more about Michio. Well, if you change your mind, just let me know. Two people have died, a teacher named Kohei Jonouchi and a student Michio Shirashi. Is there anything else to be gained here? Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. And then he dies! I'm back, ma'am. So what did you learn? The school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonouchi and Michio, most of which seems dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought, but there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one that killed Mr. Jonouchi. Really? The story got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently, he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumblings and told the students. And then they spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim that they have seen a girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it that was Michio brought back to life or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl that wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'll be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. Student had a list of student address in hand. Why would a student have that? That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. Why would the students have a list of other students' address? It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. That's what I'm talking about. Plot story? Plot convenience? Imagine what would happen if the information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no? Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shirayashi's house. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning about the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear for their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. Yep, it's before internet. I mean, I wouldn't say it's before internet, but it's probably like at the birth of the internet. Like not many people have it. Like not many people even have TVs. So computers are even worse. I can see that. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information. That's right, I don't want a student being kidnapped or on their way back home ever again. I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself come in. What's this about? Actually, just forget what I said. Wait, he's an outlaw? Ichi's home. I expect her family might be able to tell us more, but it's a hard topic to bring up so soon after a suicide. However, it's normal for a high school girl to keep things hidden from her parents, especially if it involves criminal activity. If people even have phones, if people had phones, it's probably gonna be like those army phones where, like, yeah, like there's a big backpack and then there's like a telephone light. A big backpack with an antenna. Probably. Michio Shirayashi's house. No. Near the Shiraishi's household. Damn, why does this place look like a dump? How'd he go? I went to visit Michio Shirayashi's family home. However, no one seems to be there. I got no answer at the door, and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspaper out front. Huh. Oh, did they move? Or something? Hold on. It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? What is going on? I don't understand why no one's come to this house, even after Michio's committed suicide. I wonder if this place is okay. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out that Shirayashi's reputation really went down the dumps this last year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in the better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with the neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in return. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kanki Shiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So what of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the house. The neighbor took particular notice of Toshiko's screams pleading with him not to hit Michio. Wow, Michio's got it rough. That's terrible. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. So the Shirashi standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in or do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic dispute. What? That's awful. And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse for Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with Shirayashi's entirely and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good for nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Wow, that's the father? Ankichiro Iwai? But he's unemployed. The common law husband of Michiyo Shirashi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. And Anchichiro started coming and going from the Shirashi household a little over a year ago. It seems he has served some time in prison, but the details are unknown. He looks like a grandpa. Looks like a mafia, like a yakuza. I've never liked these messy and cluttered backstreets. They give me the jitters every time. It's reassuring to have someone as strong and tall as Richard accompanying me. He looks so unfazed. I suppose a detective is used to this kind of thing, always investigating and chasing criminals. I wouldn't be cut out for it. But the Shirachis certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it. Wait, am I missing something? The Shirachis were dealt a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping? Oh. Wait, am I missing something? Oh, shit. I didn't click on no poster. Also, what's going on with this suit, man? Pissing me off. The Hikaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of the South Wari Gesui Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Hikaku Soap's office building. To think a small soap company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Queen, huh? Yaku Soaps, a chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market and 7th largest in the cosmetic market. From its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsue Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective and a well-timed economic boom to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued expanding, digging its roots deep in the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding toward the rapidly expanding convenience store market. A flagship product now includes cosmetic detergent, soap, shampoo, and more. The company's name Hihaku can also refer to kasuri, a type of patterned fabric. Thanks for letting me know how Rococo. The thing is, I don't know. They aren't a bad company, but damn, their product is pretty. I don't know. Could be much to be desired. Natsue Yamamori, female company chairwoman. Yeah, Yeah, we need more murders so that we can show that how our cleaning supplies can clean dead bodies. Natsui is a former president of Hihaku Soaps, a large chemical company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence over the company from her position of chairwoman. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical abilities, earning her the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. Prior to the war, Natsui enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory. She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabrics she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rise in popularity of Western-style clothing in the post-war period, Natsui left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven into dyed fabrics. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products which quickly gained a good reputation. Puff. Oh my god. I'm gonna die coughing soon. Ever the shrewd businesswoman, Natsue ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer rapidly turning Hihaku soaps into a household name. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary? That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A cursed bearer with wealth, money, and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Oh, could it be? Could it be that um that this lady she wants the right of resurrection so that when she dies, the curse bearer who has the ability can resurrect her back. So it's kind of like a eternal life situation. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area. Oh. Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Warigesui ran through the area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshiko Station or Ryogoku Station, though it's still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning lantern and the foot-washing mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well. It's quite a lively area, huh? I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center. A Warigesui partitioning ditch referred to a waterway dug down the middle of the road as to divide it. At the dawn of the Edo period, the Honjo district was little more than a collection of suburban rice farms. As the area became more developed, the South Warigesui was excavated in order to drain rainwater into the Yokojiken River to the east. Though it served the people long and faithfully, it was converted into an underground culvert at the beginning of the Showa era. In the present, no trace of it remains on the surface, but the street bears its name. Okay? I'm getting a history lesson. He tells me he barely slept last night, and yet he seems to be brimming with energy. Was I too that resilient at his age? Perhaps it's what sets apart a detective from the rest. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea perhaps. Huh? I'm going to go in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Okay, good luck in there. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did they go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt, he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. See, Taka, I told you, he's not a curse bearer. Hmm, but that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the seven mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? He's sketchy? Yeah, he is sketchy. I tried to approach Takumi with about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richard, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I've had all the same reasons you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You're a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess. I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is dangerous items. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specializes in scrubbing curses clean. This is a prerogative of Mrs. Yamamori. That's so. Assuming you have obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Mrs. Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. He also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. You cannot stomach the fact that it is now the site of these curses run rampant. You're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real witch? You wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo, who's gallantly working behind the scenes exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. You understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabricated meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. To truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6. Well, I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your cursed stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now. Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to. But I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. Suspicious. So suspicious. What is going on? So he was aware there was a cursed barrier in the park? Yeah. And that's how it went. Huh. So they aren't after the right after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust them. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured six cursed stones as well. Like really? Six? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. He seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul drives. Perhaps the people of Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curse being unleashed? Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, he could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. Huh. That's unsettling. We should avoid Hihaku for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with that Takumi again. What is going on? By the way, there's one more thing of interest that I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. And what is going on? It feels like things are just getting deeper and deeper. Alwina was here for a while, Riku. We're here. This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. He wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. This place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Sugaru. Not only that, Katsushika's Hokusai's home was also in this area. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. Midoricho Park, a small park bordering southwardly Gesui Street, sporting a mixture of cherry and evergreen trees. Although unremarkable in most respects, its small playground always attracts a number of children come evening. While no trace remains in the modern day, it stands on what was once a site of the Sugaru estate. The legendary artist Katsushika Hokusai was also believed to be born in the vicinity. It's hot today, Tatsukete! You just got out of the house? You going to work? It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Richard seems like kids. Perhaps because they're on the same wavelength? Wow! We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? So I prefer to get the idea of what she's been up to. I like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace of her movements. And be my guess. Okay, I shouldn't be long. Just got out, you're sweating. Sorry, Riku. I can't imagine. Sweat is so gross for me. I'm back, ma'am. So, nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, however, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building. It's interesting. You got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite them being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door and looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? I mean, yeah, why not? What a waste of time. We should move on quickly. We won't make much progress sticking around here. Wait. Oh, found it. Oh, good going, ma'am. You found haiku. That's a rare one. Is it now? Get it? Haiku? There's so many stickers. I only found like 6. Wait, what do I do? I doubt anyone's still living there. Oh, shit. What the hell was that? Huh? Oh, so you came here too. What is it? Ah. Can you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richard? Oh shit, they met up? Well? Was that supposed to happen? Oh! Look! They were here too! What's going on? With dusk fast approaching, they have no time to waste. With that in mind, Suzumi and Ario directed their investigation towards Komaragara High School and the Shiraishi's residence. Dun, dun, dun. I love this music. I actually want to get the OST for this game. It's so good. Tatsu Tsutsumi, 9 a.m. Komagara High School. Here we are, Komagara High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. I swear, all I hear is frickin' Lupin. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kinda tense with this many cops around. Komagara High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. The school gate will stay locked while forensic inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. This place isn't only connected to the case because our students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's procession, and of course where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Oh right, speaking of schools, what is it? You said paranormal affairs can't help us right now, so why don't we get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us? A lot of people involved in this case laid back to this school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young expert the opportunity to shine. When do you become such a smooth talker? Anyways, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout out the area. Who's... who? What? I am. A perfectly reasonable time for students to be at school, and yet, I doubt this will be that simple. Okay, so everyone does the duck lips pretty much? Must be an 80s thing? Yep, I think so too. I think it's more like a 90s. Oh wait! It's them! Isn't this them? It looks like them. The three of them. Doesn't it look like it? No, 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 it's not. It's not them. Oh, they disappeared. Oh. But it's not them, it's not them. Definitely not them. It just looks like them. And so, Susumi, 9 a.m. Here at the Shiraishi's household. It seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone. The houses are really crammed together in the narrow hallways. Strangers like us walking around, looking through definitely stand out. It really feels like old Tokyo. It's quiet. This place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going. But it seems like everyone's decided to stay inside because of the recent incident. Da, da, da. Mockingbird. Song is really good though. So, so the Shiraishi household. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best that we didn't find her parents. Area is checking the Shirashi house at the end of the road. This street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. Alright, I'll go check the house. Huh? Is he dead? Instead of checking the Shirashi's household, I'll just wait till he gets back. Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one's home? Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there's no sign of activity inside either. And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Huh. Suspend? Errol looks kinda disappointed. Looks like no one's home right now. Let's try again later. What does suspend mean? Oh, like leave? Not much we can do if they're not home. Let's go somewhere else for now. Does that mean like nothing has happened for us to continue? Here we are, Tomagata High. Last time I was suspended for the day, so the students are kind of wandering aimlessly. Oh no, does that mean I didn't do something? You cannot progress. You cannot currently progress any further. Once the situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. What did I do wrong? Is it because of this? Oh, are we supposed to meet the detectives there? And so, Miyo, Kurosuzu, and Takazaki decided on their next location to investigate. So we have to put them there so that they'll meet? Oh, there! See? Here we are, Kamagata High. Wow, this game. That's pretty interesting. That's actually pretty cool. Alright. Huh. That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? I do! Not really. Huh. No, not particularly. Alright, I didn't think so. Boss, you really seem like you want to talk to those girls. No, not particularly. Alright, didn't think so. Alright. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Come on, Ariel. I do let me hit on those high school girls. And... Huh? What? That's very interesting how to get them to meet up. Wait, did we just bring them in? Hey. Alright, Riku. Too late, we're already talking to them. Have a good day at work, Riku. Hey, aren't you... You must be the high schooler skirting about... You must be the high schooler skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again. Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Sutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want, Boss Street. Wait, really? Thank you so much. I always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. Look at his face, is like, what the we got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service. Oh, hold on now. What just happened? I never said I'd see. Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when you're you included? Haha, you guys are funny. You should do stand up. Forensics is still investigating the area. I didn't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there were too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. His face is saying if you say anything more, I'll knock your teeth off. Close. Oh my god, what is going on with my suit? Ah. Besides, it would be good to have Mio look around the scene too. This song is so Lupin. There must be a sticker somewhere, right? Sticker? What's that rope all about? It indicates where Jonoichi's body was found. They moved his body, but this way we still have an idea on how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... I'm coughing so much. I feel like dying right now. I think I may have to end after like this one. I'm my throat is killing me all of a sudden. Holy Ariel, you're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little much for a kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Really? No sticker? Interesting. It's usually easier to let Iria do the talking, but when it comes to young people, but we only have a day. It'll be quicker if I take the reins this time. But he did manage to win them over with the promise of food. Let's see how this plays out. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you know is already involved with the case? So this is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. But I better not say that out loud. Don't want to make her look bad. Mio Kurozuzu. He's like the disciple of the Paranormal Affairs Chief. I've heard that she helped out with investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss protege, she helped me out plenty while I was with the Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she got a strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage. Plus, quite the brain to back it all up. That's it. I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. She's certainly well versed in the paranormal. I just can't get over the darkness. What darkness? Does she have a curse? Maybe she's a curse bearer. Oh no. Huh? You want to talk to me? Oh, you're probably better asking Mio. So how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I don't know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul drives for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis. That's about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the right of the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 cursed stones so far, including the one I got first, the Everscreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have the cursed stones of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me does. That's me. Yako, the girl standing behind me, L. She does? Is she alright? You could take you could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. There, there must be all the talking and flaming of lungs? Nah, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Quite the brain to back it up. Didn't she try to just casually exercise the delinquent girl? I mean, she exercised her without saying anything, apparently. Alright, I'll leave the fool's procession with you two then. Wow, he was like so insistent on the other two, but with this one, he's like, alright, you two can keep it. Huh. Oh, you wanna talk to me? You wanna talk to me, yo? Thank you. Please keep collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. Just walk up to someone and start exercising them for no reason. Imagine someone just coming up to you in school and then just goes like, yummy, 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 yummy. And you'll be like, what the? What's wrong with you? What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school. You were here last night? Yes. See. Huh. You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool. And that's when you ran into the curse echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow. We managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse echo we saw took the shape of a woman with a missing arm and leg. Missing an arm and a leg. What? A woman missing an arm and a leg. That's the one-sided read. This is bad. Huh? What's so bad about that one? You idiot. Think. The curse bearer of the one-sided reed is... Fumichika Nejima. He admitted it himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait. But if that's his curse... But if that's the case, Nejima might have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but... who's Nejima? No clue. And imagine those two officers, like one is like, ah, and the other one is like, ah, and then those two are like, what the heck are these two clowns doing? Also, hi Renzo, how are you doing? About Fumichika Nejima. So Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he's gonna massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get to your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Jorouchi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. How are you doing? Let you check? Alright. Find out and let me know. How am I doing? Recovering from COVID? I still have a lot of coughing going on for some reason. In general, I'm fine. It's just the two things. I'm still coughing, and it's like my stamina is not there. You know what I mean? Don't forget old man Ashimiya. Wait, Hitomi. Do you mean Hitomi Okuda? Second year student? Well, yes. Why? Boss. So she was here last night. I saw Hitomi earlier though, but she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. Ah, I see. Don't worry. This is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about the police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that? Did he tell me say anything about him? Yes, she did actually. Happy Mother's Day, Renzo. You haven't had a proper meal in 24 hours? Yep. Welcome to my life. I didn't really have a, Did I have dinner yesterday? No, I didn't have dinner yesterday. Haha, I had lunch though. But I didn't have dinner. If you're done talking about people who were at the school last night, there's one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details. There was someone else? Apparently Hitomi actually saw Mr. Jonouchi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was, Chio was the one who killed Mr. Jonouchi? Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. So, objection, Your Honor? Hearsay? No cake. We didn't have any cake. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonouchi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss, do you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reason to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nejima was behind Jonouchi's death. But what about Hitomi's story? About this janitor, Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Huh, why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to this school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school just about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks, I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this. Huh? Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after they are released. The notoriety attached to the former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you... No way. Ariel, after officers apprehend the janitor, he worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. That's funny, cause if paranormal exists, then I would think anything is possible. I mean, anything is possible, but there's also the fact that what's the word? Like there are conditions for the anything to happen. I don't think it's that complicated, Taka. You think it's that way? I don't think so. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been emptied all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. Yo, that's all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He's always avoided it. Ariel, call an urgent search of Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Right away, I'll contact HQ right away. Gotta test the limits? That's true. I think there's a lot of like limits to certain things. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Ariel. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide. Whoa, why? What, a van speeding? Oh, is the van speeding? Is the van speeding that's how the boy got kidnapped? The girl's son got kidnapped in a van. The van sped and then knocked and then killed the girl. Maybe. I have no idea. But Occam's razor, this one? Wait, what's Occam's razor? A van speeding? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? Is she getting a vision? A van. There's a young man in a driver's seat. Wait, what? That was so fast. I didn't even click. Yako. Uh-huh, yes. Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. Woman in the passenger seat? Okay. It's no problem. As long as you're okay. That was quite a surprise, though. Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Hey, Mal. You get to see my suit freezing as well, see? My hand. My hand, my left hand can move, but everything else is frozen. That's a stupid suit again. Ah. Do you have any idea why Junoichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that, I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but... I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got... I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Why do you want it? Welcome home, Mel. Michio, what happened? Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how can an old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a cursed bearer on top of that. To think he was so close to us this whole time, gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my curse stone last night. What? I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but... I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then, could it have been old man Ashima who attacked you in the hallway? Ah, I almost told him you were still in the building too. What? Did? Good thing I didn't say anything. You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. This is too much. I hope we find him soon. Come on, long arm of the Lord, help us. About the mastermind behind the Feast of Shadows. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of the Seven Mysteries first came about. Huh. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Ariyeshi? I would very much like to talk to him. Ah, right. He's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. You know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe? Oh, Kurokikuyo Cafe in Kamizawa? Thanks. We'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes though. Don't worry about it. I'll allow it. Thank you. Huh? That's all it takes? It's like, don't worry about it. There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. I want to find out why. About Hitomi Okuda. Who's Hitomi Okuda again? You just realized that Mio is a little thicker? You're a bit slow. I noticed that from day one, but it's fine. I mean, everyone has different sized bodies. It is what it is. Itami did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talisman could it be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about them with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Oh, well then. You think she'll talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yes, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'll be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh right, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi, the police headquarters. What? So it was a Nakagoshi case? Huh. Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Check on that? I will, but... Well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes. Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases. Geez, what's up with that? That amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. Amulet? You mean talisman, right? Wait. Something not happening. Yuriji was almost definitely killed by a curse. But I wonder about the exact cause of death. If the curse origin and the cause of death are connected, it could give us another lead. Wait, there's something not happening here. What am I missing? Oh right, that's enough. Mia, what do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right. Traces of the curse still linger here. I figured as much. Does that mean Genoichi was killed by one of the curse of the seven mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves traces behind. Oh Mia, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. No? I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? If I talk to them multiple times? No. If they repeat the same dialogue, that means something hasn't happened yet. Also, Renzo, I hope you have a good day. You didn't tell me about your day much. Stop it, Mr. Suzumi. He's going to get the wrong idea. Well, that's amazing. Mio, you're a professional. You think? Totally. You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Hey, boss, Forensic is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What is that? A ribbon? Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. Oh, I'm gonna die from coughing soon. What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What? Doesn't that mean that Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be her. Then did she come back to life somehow? How? If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Jonouchi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she has a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? He really did come back to life, and it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry. You were a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu Chozawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go one of go to one of the officers hanging around there. Got it. Thank you and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi about a way to lift the curse. Alright, boss, let's get going whenever you're ready. I like how the old man goes his hands up like, how in the world? They're so animated in a way. It's lovely. I like it. Right. Na, 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 na. Oh. Right. It's been 3 hours and my throat is killing me because I'm still not fully healed, I think. Should I go one more? I feel like going one more. I'm not sure. Should I go? Yeah, I'm so curious what's happening. Oh, and also, Aka, I think I spent more than 16 hours on this game already. I'm so slow. Wow, look at this. When we first started this game, we were like, so little things that's happening. All of a sudden, it's like, dun 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 dun. So many things up. According to Taka, the average playtime is like 16 hours? About 16? Oh, okay, even less. I think I played this for like what? 4 streams now? 4 streams times 3 hours? That's 12 hours. Oh, when we're getting close to the end? Not even close. Not even close. Like, you know why I say not even close? There's so many things we still don't know. Like, look, we still don't know. There's one more curse we still don't know. There is still the, what was it? Um, isn't it this? Where is it? There's still so many things we don't know. Yeah, we don't know so many things. There's actually so many things we don't know. All of a sudden, we got this new person as well, Natsue. We don't know how she's involved. We don't know how this guy's involved. We don't know how this girl's involved. We don't know how this guy's involved. There's so many new names, and they're not involved. Oh yeah, we still haven't found the wife. This one, or fiance rather. We don't know where Yoko is. What if the 10 curse is just a dude you talk to when you die? Doubt. The narrator. Isn't that Takumi guy did cause of okay? So that's wait, Takumi. So in the alternate storyline, or rather the this timeline, yeah. So in the timeline, in this branching timeline down here, yes, yes, that guy, that Takumi guy is dead in this timeline. He dies like around here. But in the current timeline, which is here, he's still alive. So in this whole timeline right now, Takumi is alive, and this guy, Shogo, died. He died around here. Shogo died around here. But Shogo died like around here somewhere, like in this timing. So Shogo died around here, and he was discovered around this time. Alternate timeline, Oki got his hands on the curse and murdered everyone. Fixed time. Oh no, he murdered everyone, and then he got murdered by his own curse somehow. In the main timeline, he died. He's one of the three deaths. Yes, he's one of the three deaths. There's a random girl that died, and then there's Shogo, and then there's a teacher. Those are the three people who died. That's the thing, Captain. We don't know if the rite of resurrection is a fake. We don't know because there's also an ability. Apparently, there's a. Remember at the start, Neo was like saying that there's possibility that the curse can affect yourself. So he must have triggered it somehow. What I'm thinking also is the same reason how Yoko got the curse herself. I think Yoko wanted Shogo to turn around. That's why she's like, "Ah, oh, look behind you." And then when Shogo turned around, somehow when she tried to activate the curse, it activated on herself. That's what I think happened. So when Yoko, so in the alternate timeline where he didn't turn around, yeah. So when she didn't turn around and asked her to go back, I think she went back home and then she went back out when it's time to when he left, and I think that's how he died. Well, you, you still find it absurd that it's possible to curse yourself to death. There must be a certain particular situation that causes it to do that, Taka. Like there must be something that triggers that. We just need to know what the trigger is. We just don't know. Which is pretty cool and pretty scary. Like what is the trigger that causes it to, backfire? Because he died from drowning too. Like in this part. I mean in this part, remember? He died of drowning as well. No, because he's been doing so many killings, right? And Yoko just got the curse, kinda, maybe. So I don't know. Something must have happened. Or maybe someone else curse can turn curses against against their user. Maybe that's the 10th curse. Who knows? Very interesting. I like this story. I like this game. But unfortunately, going to a pause. We'll continue this story on Tuesday because there's no stream tomorrow. If I do stream tomorrow, it's probably just going to be Final Fantasy. But yeah, I think this is a good place to take a break. I'm so interested. I'm so sorry I started late today as well. There's so many tech problems. I think I wasted like a whole 30 minutes of the start of this stream just like trying to figure out what the problem was. So I'm so sorry. Am I raiding tonight? No. I think tonight everyone is having like Mother's Day, so there's nothing going to happen. It's not only Rococo, there's a few things happening with my computer. Sorry, Taka. I know you've been waiting in chat for so long. I'm so sorry. I'll be on time on Wednesday. And we will do 4 hours. We will do 4 hours on Tuesday. I guarantee that. I'll be on time and I'll be 4 hours. We'll do 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm sorry, Taka. Also, what happened to my dirt? Why didn't the dirt activate? Hello? You typed it wrong? Why don't I see it? Don't push myself. I'm not back to normal. It's just a cough, like my throat. I'm not sure why. It's like, it's itchy. It's itchy and there's phlegm. Yeah, that's weird. Like, why did it activate? Our Twitch is breaking? Ha ha ha. Also. Huh. There is... Someone did this. Someone did this. Wait. Wait. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys something real quick. Where is it? I am coughing. I like this so much. I love it. Oh, I need to cough again. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. I love it so much. Amazing. Oh, who did it? The same person who did the emotes. But all these emotes, it's the same person. Nyachi. Nyachi did it. Apparently because I rated her the other day, so she drew it. I was like, oh, didn't have to, but damn. That's a different art style. I believe my emotes were the last emotes that she did in her old style, and then she started doing a new style, which is good and bad. But yeah, with that said though, Wednesday, I mean Tuesday. Tuesday we will go on Tuesday. We will go ham on this game. We will try to go as much as we can in this game. Hopefully. Go ham as my usual hours? Yes. But hopefully with no like tech problems and all that stuff. But then again, I'll probably have to return this suit on Monday, so tomorrow I'll be returning this suit. But screw the suit. Well, I won't say returning, but replacing the suit. So it's gonna take another week and a half before I get the suit back. So I have to figure out on Monday how to use my old tractors again. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, but with that said, thank you guys for being here. Sorry again for starting late and having all these tech issues. Let me see. I don't think there's anyone new here today, so we will see who we want to raid. Who are we going to raid today? Who is the unlucky person? Um, I'm glad you enjoy it, but yeah, we'll start on time on Tuesday. And I'm so sorry again. So do we raid Rem or do we raid Gondan? Let's raid Gondan. I didn't see. Was there a change for Paladin? Alright guys, if you guys don't know Gondan, do at least say hello to Gondan. Gondan is amazing. You check them out. I don't even know what the change was for Paladin. Hmm. You say Atonement doesn't bring a combo? I see. What's Atonement? What is Atonement? I don't even know. But yeah, thank you guys again for being here. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys in 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 the following day after tomorrow. Thank you guys. Go check out the merch store, Discord, YouTube, Quascal. See ya. Elwinder, bye bye. Gamer subs, Throne website. If you guys wanna, spoil me, there are a few things on the Throne website. But yeah, other than that, thank you. Love you guys. Happy Mother's Day. Bye bye. Poodle. Toodaloo.